Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Nate here, and I'm bringing you some team deathmatch on the map Hunted, one of my favorite maps in the game. But it's a kind of a special game. I get 60 kills. It's not like the greatest game I've ever had, kill death ratio wise, and it's not something that I normally upload because I'm not really happy with the standards of how entertaining it is or anything. But the only reason I'm uploading it is because I think I go 60 and 9, and our team still loses, which is absolutely ridiculous. And that's kind of like the theme that I wanted to bring in this video, is just the priorities of Treyarch, and I don't know, they're just fixing stuff that doesn't need to be fixed, and they're just leaving alone things that are completely broken in this game. And yeah, so I guess this is kind of a complaint video, and don't get me wrong, like, I'm nearly level 500 in this game, and I'm going to keep on continuing the play because I really enjoy this game. I think it's a really solid Call of Duty game, so all this complaining that I'm about to do, it doesn't negate the fact that I still like this game, and I still really enjoy it. Much more than Ghost or Advanced Warfare combined. Not even close. Those were some of the worst first-person shooters of all time, let alone some of the worst Call of Duties. So, yeah, let's get right into it. So, I go 60 and 9 in this gameplay, and our team still loses. Now, don't get me wrong, I still could have done much better. I could have earned some more score streaks. But it's just ridiculous how many times when I'm playing solo, especially in a team deathmatch game where the only thing that matters is kill and death, I lose, you know, and it's like not my fault. I constantly have like a 5 or 6 KD, 40, 50 kills, and it's like a consistent thing. I think I've lost more games that have gotten 50 kills than that I've won, and that's just saying something about my teammates. And I think there's something wrong with the party system in this game, because sometimes when people are in parties together, it constantly happens. It's like 1 out of every 10 games. If someone's in a party, it'll mess up the team balancing, and it'll end up being like a 7-on-5 game. And I've had like 8-on-3s because someone will rage quit, and then like it's super unbalanced, super not fun. One team's demolishing the other, but no one's really getting that many kills, and then it doesn't balance out. So like if 4 people will rage quit, and then it's just like 8-on-2. I feel like the lobby never really fills up, and that's something that I never really felt that any Call of Duty beforehand I had a problem with. You know, I'd say like maybe once every 4 or 5 days you'd get a lobby where it's like 7-on-5, and you're like, wow, that's weird. That usually doesn't happen. But you know, it was just like a one-time deal. The next game would be fixed. But this one, it's like 1 out of 4, 1 out of 5 games. I think it's if someone's in a party, if there's too many people in a party, the lobby can't balance itself, and it's not fun. It's not a good time. And then another thing with the lobby balancing, I've been complaining since this game first came out. It'll take the best player in the lobby, which is usually me. Of course, I'm not trying to brag or anything. It's just how it is. And it'll put the worst players on his team. But I feel like when it searches for players, it searches for players with like a .5 KD or below, because the scores that people have been getting are absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I just was in a lobby where someone went like 0-28, and it's like, how do you go 0-28 in the first place? And second, like, why did you not rage quit after going like 0-10? But no, they stick in there, go 0-28, and of course we lose by like 28 points. And I'm here going like 40-5, taking the L every time. So that's kind of something that's always bothered me. But it's like these things Treyarch just refuse to fix, but they fix these other things that no one's really complaining about. So like the MR6 they just nerfed because I guess the fire rate was too fast. I never really found that pistol to be overpowered. I really never found that pistol to be good. I kind of found it to be kind of bad, which I mean is good. I don't want overpowered pistols like they were in Black Ops 2 or anything like that. But the thing is that if you have bad pistols, like I don't think that the pistols in this game are just like the worst of all time, but they're not definitely good or balanced in my opinion. And if that's going to happen, everyone's just going to run a black cell secondary, so people shoot down your kill streaks all the time. And they nerfed the fire rate on the MR6, which I didn't hear anyone in the whole entire community complain about it, so I'm not too sure why they nerfed it. I mean, there's this one time I ran into a lobby and someone had a modded controller, and it's super obvious when someone has a modded controller because the fire rate's not fast, because the fire rate's obviously capped at a certain amount, and if you shoot faster than that amount, pretty much your gun will jam up. But it's really consistent. The firing sound is like instead of. So basically, this guy had a modded controller, and the MR6 was beasting on everyone, and that was the only problem that I ever had with the MR6. But I don't really think that a fire rate issue's like the problem. It's just that the guy had a modded controller. It's not that the game was broken. It's that the guy was kind of cheating. And another thing, off topic, I found this guy cheating. He was using a Jitter mod, which I thought were completely gone. I played Modern Warfare 2, of course, back in the day, and a lot of people had that Jitter mod with the FAMAS or M16, or any burst or single fire weapon. It'll pretty much just shoot, and then YY, and then shoot again, so you could pretty much have a fully automatic burst weapon. And that's obviously cheating. You can't do that with just human fingers or anything like that. You have to have a computer or your controller do it. And this guy was doing it with a breachy. He was shooting it faster than an AA-12 would, much faster than the Haymaker. And it was kind of ridiculous because that gun's pretty strong to begin with. Won't give you any one-shot kills, of course, but since all the buffs, it's a really beast gun at medium and long shotgun range even. And so that was kind of off topic, but something that I wanted to complain about. And so they're doing stuff with the black market. The black market's fun. The black market's fine. I don't really have that big of a problem with the weapons. I mean, I think it's kind of stupid that Season Pass owners don't get all the weapons because they're technically micro DLC, and I just beast on myself right there. I completely suck. But yeah, you see we're up by 10 and we end up taking the L anyway, but whatever. So the black market's it's pretty fun, but it's like, why would you put something in the game? You know, you had someone in your company work on putting in the code like a supply drop that's 60 crypto keys, and you're guaranteed a specialist theme. It's like pretty much every time I open a rare supply drop, I'll get a specialist theme anyway, and it only costs 30 crypto keys. And you're asking people to spend 60 crypto keys. It's like, I don't know who in their right mind would do that. And then people open it and they'll get like 1 rare and 2 commons, and it's just like, wow, that was really stupid and pointless. I mean, like, if there was a 60 crypto key that'll give you a higher percentage chance of like getting a weapon, but you couldn't buy it with COD points, you had to get crypto keys, I think that'd be a good idea. Or if it was like 60 crypto keys and you're guaranteed like a legendary and an epic or something like that, I think that'd be a cool idea. But just like a specialist theme, I mean, honestly, I'm never going to use any specialist themes because I have the gold hero armor or whatever, and I'm proud of that and I want to show that off. So there's no reason I'd ever use anything else, to be honest. Like, I think the Geist theme, it looks pretty decent, but I'd never use it over the hero armor or anything like that. And so another thing that I have to complain about, I've been complaining about it for a while, and it's never going to get fixed, but I really, really, really strongly believe that it should. And it's high caliber and view kick. Now, one of these things is fine. You could have either view kick in the game, and you could have high caliber in the game. Either or is perfectly fine. If you had high caliber in the game, it'd be perfectly balanced. If you didn't have view kick, you know, if toughness was built in, because you'd have to aim for the head to get that headshot bonus. It's like it actually takes skill. But the fact that, you know, view kick and high caliber is in the game, people shoot second and they'll get a lucky headshot, and that thing does so much damage. It's like the Man of War can get a 2-shot kill from 80 meters. It's ridiculous. It's just like, did it, and you're gone. And it's like, that's not fair. You know, 2 shots with the Man of War shouldn't kill someone. I think Treyarch, not Black Ops 2, Jesus. Treyarch showed that the perfectly balanced 2-shot kill time, you know, what they wanted for a 2-shot kill, time to kill would be with the Gorgon, because obviously it's a 2-shot kill at pretty much any range, and they thought it was fair for a 2-shot kill to pretty much to have that slow of a fire rate. But then you have the Man of War with high caliber, and that could get a 2-shot kill. And so I don't see how that's balanced or fair or anything, because it seems like the only time that high caliber works is if you get shot, and that's just not really fair to me. It doesn't take any skill, it doesn't take any aim or anything like that, because the only thing that you're doing is having a slower reaction time, but you end up coming on top, which isn't fair for the good player who aimed down sights first or anything like that. So if you took out high caliber and there was view kick, it'd be perfectly fine. But if you did have high caliber and you took out view kick, you'd have to aim to actually you know, get a headshot. So I think that'd be completely fair. But anyway, this gameplay's coming to a close, 99-98, and teammate, of course, can't finish it off. It goes 60-9, and look at those scores right there. 10-20 is second place. That's absolutely ridiculous. And 2-19 pulling out from the bottom. That's not too bad. Pretty close to a Moab on that one. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any differing opinions. If you think I'm completely wrong and Treyarch's perfect, that's absolutely fine. As I stutter, but just drop it in the comment section, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.